Entrepreneurs get satisfaction from converting amazing ideas into new products and services. Welcome back to the show. Our next guest is also a serial entrepreneur. She is a motivational speaker and a baker. We are here to meet Alice Simba of Black Forest House. So let's get in and check her out. Hello, how are you? I'm here to see Alice Simba. All right, thank you.
Hi, Paul.
Hi, Alice, how
are you?
I'm very good, and you?
I'm glad you made it.
Thank you.
Welcome to Black Forest House.
So let me ask you something. So how did you get to start this Black Forest House?
When I started the business, I used to make a Black Forest cake and people really used to like my cake. That's why I decided Black Forest House.
Okay.
Yeah.
Question. Have you always been in business, or were you working before and maybe you stopped then got into business?
Interesting. I used to work with an oil farm. And
as a baker?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I was in HR. Yeah, I was the office assistant in HR, and baking, it was a passion for me. Where I come from, we close shop to prepare a meal or nice cakes. Like for example, in our family, and each time it was a festive season, my mom and my siblings would sit down, and one person would bake cakes, another one would make mahambris. I come from Coast,
Okay.
And that's how it began. Yeah, so when I came to Nairobi, I used to work somewhere with one of the leading oil companies, but I decided to leave my job and focus on my passion.
Today, Alice Simba has converted a hobby she practiced for years into a business venture, baking of cakes.
I did this for 2 years. Got to work, got to college. When I come home at around 8:30 in the evening, wherever I stay, you know the way you cross a road to go to a kiosk? I had 500 shillings, cross the road, go buy charcoal, because I had no oven. I buy margarine, I buy my eggs, 4 eggs, and a small sugar. I come home and I bake. Using my hand, there was no mixer, nothing electric, no oven.
Yeah.
I used to do it the traditional way with charcoal. Then what I would do, I'd generate a big cake, cut it into slices, and sell a piece at only 50 shillings. This is about the year 2000. Yeah, that's how the business started.
Alice asserts that not all businesses need a lot of capital to initiate. For instance, she only needed 500 shillings to commence the baking.
There are many scenarios where I've met people who, maybe somebody wants to start up a salon and they're like, I'm like, why, you know how to do hairs, why don't you start up your own thing? They're more of, we don't have capital, but I believe if you're an entrepreneur and you have the passion, okay, the passion will give you the kick, the drive, okay? So you can start from where you are and then it will go to another level. You realize banks are looking for you for funding and the business grows like that because you already have a clientele.
Yeah. Now starting Black Forest,
Yeah.
how much had you saved up, or did you get a loan, or what
Yes.
happened for you to start this?
I got a lot of support from my husband. He's the one who, you see, like when I was starting initially, I was telling you I was cutting the small pieces to sell at 50 shillings.
Okay.
I started banking actually with Equity Bank. Okay, after 6 months they could give me a facility, and that's how I bought my small mixer. My husband also came in and pumped in. He bought me an oven, and we grew up like that.
2 years into the business has seen it expand and establish presence in Nairobi and Kisumu. Alice has specialized in forest cakes and offers a variety of more than 15 types among many other items. What other cakes do you make here apart from your Black Forest?
Paul, we have a variety. First of all, we have like 15 different types of forest cakes.
For real?
Yes.
Okay.
Which one do you know?
I know just the black and the white. They are green.
There's a forest red velvet, forest fudge. This is a Black Forest cake with a layer of fudge cake. Forest tiramisu. You have a friend who loves cheesecakes? We can do a forest cheesecake. Forest blueberry, forest passion. It's endless.
All right.
Okay. Then apart from the forest cakes, we also have things like cookies. Nice coconut vanilla cookies. Homemade recipe, really nice. If you taste it like this, you don't need to know me to come to this shop. It's the cake that will bring you here, or the product. Then we have things like banana cakes.
Okay.
We have things like orange cakes, lemon cakes, pies, nice fresh pies. Yeah, basically that's what we do.
With high competition in the baking industry, she has devised a new concept to ensure they rope in more clients and retain existing clients.
Do you know, at Black Forest House, we have a unique concept whereby anytime you walk into this shop at 10 o'clock, you can get a fresh cake in 15 minutes.
Wow, 10 o'clock in the morning,
Yeah,
10 o'clock in the evening.
in the morning, my dear. You don't need to place an order, I don't know, 2 days in advance. A fresh cake from the oven to your mouth. Can I show you that?
Sure, please
Sure,
do.
come. So this is the kitchen. So Paul,
Yes.
this is it.
Okay.
Today, you're going to know what a Black Forest cake is. So what we do when you come in the morning, we make our fresh sponge cakes. So that's why when you come in like from 10 o'clock, you can just walk in anytime and ask for a standard cake, like 1 kilo, 2 kilos. Say, guess what? I need a cake for my wife. Can you deliver? We'll do it, ice it in 15 minutes and organize the delivery, or if it's your collection. Okay. So, but basically I want to show you something, yeah? Okay. So this is the cake. Normally when it's baked, it's like this. Okay, that's the cake. So we'll slice it twice. And look at this. There's one important thing that I want to show you. Look at this, Paul. Are you seeing?
Yes, I'm seeing.
It's not breaking. Do you know what this means?
What does that mean? I'm surprised.
When it's iced and you're cutting your cake, it's like sponge. That's how it becomes soft, melts in the mouth. This is the magic.
Oh, okay.
There's no cake you'll be given that is so hard it breaks in two and you're told that's a forest cake. No. So it has to be very spongy.
Right?
Exactly, yeah.
Alice has a workforce of 11 highly trained employees who work as a team to develop new concepts aimed at meeting their clients' needs.
It has to start with the passion. Profit comes later. You understand what I'm saying?
I understand.
Yeah. We are all in business to make the money, but if you don't have the passion, you don't have the drive, okay? In any business, there are challenges. If you're not passionate, you will not move on.
She has had her fair share of challenges, but attests that success in entrepreneurship should be on how many challenges one is able to overcome.
Okay, in terms of the baking industry, I'm looking at the ideal location, because here we are 1 year old. Sometimes we might get a location and then the area is bought out or it's not convenient. You understand? So those are the challenges basically.
No, but in terms of your work, what other challenges do you face, like electricity, flour? What challenges when you're baking?
Okay, you see, when in any business there are costs to the business, and as long as you sit in and you cost your product, we factor in the electricity, we factor in all the costs, okay, in terms of the purchases and other expenses, rental, salaries and all that. So you're able to manage. So by the time I'm telling you my 2 kilos is 2,500 for a Black Forest, everything is factored in.
The raw materials for her cakes are locally available. She currently has 3 reliable suppliers who provide her with all her raw materials. To enhance her creative baking skills and remain relevant in the venture, she has continuously done research on baking.
What it is, I have, there's this other thing that I do. You know, coming from coast, we love to cook. Yes. My dear, we appreciate food. But then have you tasted coconut rice?
Yes, I think I have.
Pilau?
I have.
Pilau?
Pilau, yes.
Biryani?
Biryani, yes. Chicken biryani.
Where did you eat that chicken biryani?
In a restaurant.
In a restaurant,
It wasn't made by a custodian.
Fine, yeah, sure. Now there are traditional concepts that we use. You know, when you go to Mombasa, the way they do biryani is not the way like anybody else would do biryani. There's a way you do it. You let the meats marinate and soak, and it gives you a different taste. That's why you'll go to coast and maybe taste some biryani and you find like it's different from what you've tasted in just a restaurant. Now, what I do is, I've had women talk and say, I like your chapatis, or I like your ugali. What's the difference? So what I do, I've come up with demonstration cooking shows, and I post them on Facebook. I have a Facebook page called Kitchen Mechuka. But then you should look at that. Your ugali would be different, by the way.
With the high cost of production that escalates the high pricing of the cakes and low profit margins, Alice has managed to devise a way of having competitive pricing and offers incentives and after-sales service to clients.
So we have variety of cakes. We have fresh cakes, baked today for today, our forest cakes. Okay? If you take this after 2 days, it's going to be hard. It'll lose the taste. So the concept is freshness. And then the other thing, if you need a cake, a forest cake urgently, walk in here anytime from 10 o'clock in the morning and say, guys, I need a cake, 2 kilograms now. You just give us 15 minutes, we'll ice it for you. Okay. Then the other thing, we can customize your cake. You come here, you say, you know what, Alice, I don't want strawberries in it. I want cherries, I want apples, I want grapes. We'll put that for you. Combine, put in a marula. We'll work with your taste. Okay? Then of course the other thing, we deliver to offices and house. Just give us your order, you make your payment, and we deliver for you.
Alice has employed the social media as a marketing tool since it is cost-effective but very reliable.
Nicole, I've grown because of word of mouth, number one. Number two, I have a Facebook page that I always communicate with my clients. Yeah.
So that's how
yeah. And then we also do office sampling. Yeah. When I come to your office with a cake, you're able to know. I don't want to sit down and tell you how good my cake is. So I can come to your office, you do the sampling, and we move on from there.
Her immediate future plans include opening more branches nationwide and making Black Forest House a household name in Kenya.
Challenges are very healthy. It keeps you thinking on how to go to another level. Stick to your passion and go for it. Nobody should let you down. Yeah, you feel this is it. In fact, the time when you're feeling like this is it and you're getting goosebumps, that's when you need to go for it.
You always remember where you came from. You know, it's always not raining. You know, look at the weather, for example. We have dry spells, we have wet spells. When you get to know that you have to be patient enough to get something growing, even when it is dry, be patient, be resilient, and trust in God.
From Kariuki Kamau to Alice Simba, what I can say about these two people, it is passion. The passion that I've had from these guys is even spelled in capital letters. Wow, that is something I got to learn and I like it. Continue engaging us on our social media pages. Facebook is KTN The Entrepreneur. Our Twitter handle is @KTN Entrepreneur, and we have an SMS number on your screen. Please let us know what you think about this program. Thank you, it is goodbye, and God bless you from the team. I've been your presenter, Paul K. Mwaura.